Beautiful people, we're back again. Podcast with Pari. It's great to have you guys back, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you again, week after week. I continue to say it, for your support. Please continue to like this, share this, subscribe this, and I think the show is going to go to very great places, and we're just getting great people on. In line with great people, we've got someone really great today. Our very own Zimbabwe's pride and joy, Miss Universe, Bruk-Jackson. Brookie, Brooke, welcome,
Hi.
baby.
Hi.
Hey,
Good.
be yourself. Have a hug. Welcome, Brookie. Good to have you. I thought to have some wine today, just to be classy, because I'm with Brooke.
I want to detox.
But Brooks was not drinking. So, anyways, that's dancing. I'll drink alone, and you can drink and spread with me.
Exactly.
Right, guys, let's get into the pod. Back again, podcast with Pari, joined here today by Bruk-Jackson. Brookie, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Paz. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you for coming. It's obviously great to have you on board.
It's cool to be here.
You've just won Miss Universe Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Hell of a feat, Brookie. Take a bow. Or a curtsy, rather.
Curtsy.
Do we curtsy?
No, I think bowing.
Bow, do we bow?
Yeah. But no need for that. Still just Brooke.
Yeah, go on. I think to me you'll always be Brooke.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to still just be Brooke, you know. I don't think I will change as a person, but definitely my roles and duties in life. That's what's going to change. So I don't want people to be like, oh, it's the queen, you know. It's still Brooke. It's just now I'm able to serve our people, which is just an honor and a privilege.
When you say some of your roles and your purposes will change, what do you mean by that? What does that look like?
So I will be in reign for a year. So basically I am
as Miss Zimbabwe.
Miss Zimbabwe, yes. So I've got a year to do my best to make a difference in our country and just serve our people and make people feel valued. And obviously one of the biggest things is taking a piece of our beloved culture across the world and showing the whole world what Zimbabweans are, who we are as people and our culture.
I think that's so awesome.
Yeah,
so you've got a year basically to be an ambassador to Zimbabwe. So for Zimbabwe.
Yes.
So do you have a lot of things like on the schedule, on the agenda? Like do they plan it out for you? Do you do it yourself? How does this work?
So before I leave to El Salvador, which is on the 1st of November, I obviously have a lot of prepping and training to do just to get myself mentally and physically prepared for the big day. So it's a lot of walking training, speech training, etiquette training, you know, just sitting up straight wherever you go, standing tall wherever you go. So it's just a whole learning experience, really.
It sounds like a great learning experience.
Yeah,
it sounds tough though. It sounds like a lot of effort.
Yeah,
it's
a lot of pressure, overwhelming, and you know, I wouldn't say it's a lot of effort because it's something that it's gonna change me as a person and grow me. So it's more of waking up and wanting to do it every day instead of effort.
Brookie,
I think,
that's such a great answer. That is such a great answer. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's okay, so beautiful. Well, I think you are very upstanding today.
Thanks,
you look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you turned it on.
Yeah.
You know, you got the black dress and the black heels.
Black heels that they can't
see. You've got an uncle patch on the wrist and on the ears.
Yeah, if nobody knows who Patrick Mavros is, he is the most amazing artist. Jeweler, artist as well.
He's an artisan. He's an artist. Yeah.
I believe jewelry is not amazing unless it's an art, and his work is truly art.
It is art.
And he's been very good to me. He actually sponsored me a lot of jewelry.
Did he?
Yeah. So shout out to Mavros for.
Shabra, I want to be sponsored. I want to be sponsored some jewelry. Bro.
I'll slide you some.
You just give me. you give me the mad editions. Say.
Yeah. I'll tell him it's for someone. And then you can see you wearing it.
Righto, fair chat. And Brookie, so are you genuinely excited for this, eh?
Yeah, definitely. For the first few days, there was a lot more of, like I said, pressure and stress. But as the days have been rolling, it's definitely become more exciting because I'm getting prepared and ready for the big day. And just when I wake up in the morning, I think about the experience that I'm going to get, which is truly just exciting because it's a once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime.
Yeah, and you can only ever go to Miss Universe once.
Oh, really?
So this will be my first and last.
So do we have we been going every year for a long time?
No, so this is the big 22 years that Zimbabwe haven't been on the stage.
So you've literally won it for the first time in 22 years. Get out of town.
So it's history. We've got to make history.
Brooke, that gives me, like, I had no idea that was the case, for starters.
It's crazy.
Wow. So, first time Zimbabwe's been to Miss Universe in 22 years.
22 years.
There's like 72 countries there, no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think,
Yeah, massive.
I actually don't even know, sorry.
I think it was 70, I read somewhere 72.
85.
80,
There you go, thanks, director.
85, sorry, I beg your pardon. 85 countries. So wherever I read that source was wrong, but 85 countries.
So 85 girls.
And how long are you in El Salvador for?
For a month.
And you just go and like just create pals with everyone there and say, hello Miss America, I am Miss Zimbabwe.
Yeah,
Do you want to be my friend?
Yeah. So I heard that they don't even actually call you by your name. It's just Zimbabwe or America or yeah. It's not Brooke, please come here. It's Zimbabwe.
Have you watched what's it called? Miss Congeniality.
Yes.
Genuinely one of my favorite movies of all time. But how they call her, I don't even what they Miss Alabama or whatever wherever she's from.
I haven't watched that movie in years.
Not in years. Maybe watch it again because you'll get some. She as her trick, she used to do that. You know, when they twirl the glasses or they make sounds off the rings. You know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'll watch it.
Yeah. You might get some great inspiration from that. Or do some.
I think it's that's very olden day pageantry though. That movie. Like I don't know if it follows that same.
Do you not have to show a talent?
No, thank God.
Not?
No.
And if you did, if you did, what would it be?
Oof. I don't know. So does sewing count as a talent? Or is that a skill?
If you can sew in 2 minutes or under.
I'll take my sewing machine there and say this is the only talent because I certainly can't sing or dance.
Do you know what you could be your talent, Brooke? Seeing you in the CrossFit gym.
Pari.
I reckon.
I fall over the box.
I reckon a 30 kg snatch, bloody up at the bar.
It's my talent.
But I mean, how many Miss Universe are going to do that? That's to be something different.
Yeah, true. But if it was a talent, I really don't know what I would pull out the bag, to be honest. But we do have to do a dance all together, which we had to do here as well. So out of my comfort zone.
Are you not a dancer?
No. Do I look like a dancer?
Look, I saw you at your 21st birthday, and you were.
That's not dancing. That's
you were turning it on.
That's crazy behavior.
You were turning it on. You were just really.
Once and never again.
But Brookie, so okay, well, for starters, I want to say that we are rooting for you as a team here, but as Zimbabwe,
as a country.
And you know now that you are Miss Zimbabwe. I think Zimbabwe's got no other option but to be on your side.
Yeah,
you know, nothing's going to change now. You are the chosen one, and
that's what it is.
And I actually want to implore our people, just like now that Brooke has been chosen, you know, there's no point in bitching and moaning about it or whatever people are saying. You know, I think now we've got only one option, which is to get behind you because now you are going as Zimbabwe.
Yeah,
you know.
And you know what I have learned recently since my crowning is that the people who are giving negative feedback and comments, it's majority from the world. It's actually not even Zimbabweans.
Really?
I think when I first was crowned, some people weren't happy about it in Zimbabwe and they were the ones who were saying, no, this is not fair. This isn't how it should be. But once the Americans came to attack me, those Zimbabweans then started being like, no, you don't have a place to talk. You're not even from here. So it just shows that how Zimbabweans have each other's backs.
Yeah.
So that was a nice.
What was some of the feedback you got in general after winning, Brookie?
So I haven't been reading comments or anything, but just hearing from my family and from my friends, just the feedback, because I obviously don't want to sit there all day and read the comments because it's not mentally right. It's not great.
But it's hard to not read, isn't it?
No, so if it pops up as a notification, then it's there and you'll see it.
Yeah.
But if it's deep in the comments, it's...
So you're not scrolling through your comments?
No, gosh, no, I don't have time for that. No.
But too much more, too many other things to worry about at the stage.
And I would rather look at the positive and not the negative, because even if you say, you know, it's not getting to me, it still stays in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, wait, what were you saying?
I think it takes any strong individual,
Yeah.
a lady, man, a boy, girl, young, old alike, to be able to take one criticism or comments, and even positive ones, because then they get to your head. So it's like I think it takes any strong person to be able to dilute what's coming in and try your best to manage that as best as you can. You know?
And also if it's so all the comments. Sorry, I remember you saying what are the comments being like.
Yeah.
It's mainly on my skin color and being of a minority group in the country, and people just cannot believe that, you know, a white girl was crowned. So to me, that is not insecurity or an imperfection of mine, because
it's who you are.
Yeah, this is who I am. I was born in Zimbabwe. My parents are Zimbabwean. Their parents are Zimbabwean, and their parents' parents are Zimbabwean. So it's like I wouldn't want to enter in the pageantry in any other country, because this is my culture, you know.
I think we need to just stop questioning your Zimbabweanness.
Yeah, I know.
I think this conversation should just end right now.
Yeah.
Stop, completely done. You're Zimbabwean, I'm Zimbabwean. Baby, we go forth together.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So we should stop questioning this who, you know, who's, you know, in America, even if Australia,
Miss Ireland a few years ago, a black woman won.
Yeah.
And nobody made a scene.
Dope.
So that's why everybody is like, why are people going so crazy about, you know, a white girl winning in an African country, whereas a black woman won in a bigger group of white people in that country? Like, nobody went mad.
I think where people do, this is now just me speaking and my opinion as Pari, a podcast.
I love hearing people.
You know, it's like, maybe if it was so maybe the reason people are complaining about it is because there might have been some less privileged girls who are competing. All right, I don't know. I'm just this is just me assuming. So it's less privileged girls that are competing. This could have been a great opportunity for them to get exposure, and then you've come from a privileged background in Zimbabwe. It's like, geez, why are we giving this person more privilege? Why are we giving them more geez, she's really got it all. Are you giving her more? You know, but it's not your fault, Brooke.
No.
If you're the best person to win and you're the right person for the job, it doesn't matter what your upbringing or background is.
Your background doesn't define you. So I don't think that should be, you know, the statement.
Absolutely.
Because nothing should define you except for what's inside and the person you are. Yeah.
That's spoken like a true Zimbabwean. You are
practicing for the big day.
Okay, and how was this journey? So how did you even get selected to be in the old mate, in the short list to go for Zimbabwe?
So let me actually tell you, it's a funny story. So I've never been into pageantry. Like, it's never been my thing. I was a high-end model in Cape Town and traveled a little bit for it under an agency in Cape Town. And I work here now as a beauty therapist in Borrowdale. And
I asked for a facial once and you shouldn't jack.
No, you asked for a massage and I was fully booked.
No, it was a deep tissue. Let's not get it twisted.
Deep tissue.
Let's get it twisted.
I was too busy. You messaged me like an hour before on Friday. Brooke, are you free? No, Paz. I'm so sorry. I'm full.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
But when I'm back, we'll do one.
Okay, all right. Sorry, carry on. I interrupted you.
And then I was at the salon and a gentleman walked in and he was asking me questions about the products and the treatments we offer. And he said to me, do you have a piece of paper? So I passed him the piece of paper and he wrote on it and he passed it back to me. And my mum was also in the salon getting her toes done. And I looked at her and we looked at each other and we were like, what is going on? Like, this is bizarre. And he passed back the paper and he said, please answer this question. So I opened it and the question said, what do you find most unique about Zimbabwe? And I said to him, why? Why must I answer this? And he said, just answer. So I was like, the people. And he was like, give me more. And I was like, the people of Zimbabwe are the unique aspect. Like, Zimbabweans are so unique, just in their culture and who they are. And you'll spot a Zimbabwean from a mile away. And he was like, okay, please get a hold of this number. And I was like, why? And he was like, don't worry, I'll tell her to expect a phone call from you. So throughout that day, I was thinking, oh, should I phone? Like, this is weird. This is just bizarre. And then it got to the end of the day, and I phoned the number, and it was the national director at Tendai Honda. And I said, hi, Tendai, like, you don't know who I am, but I was given your number by a gentleman, and he told me to get a hold of you. And I have no idea why, because he still hadn't told me. And she was like, hi, Brooke, I'm the national director, and basically we would love for you to come and audition in a place to be Miss Zimbabwe.
Come on. Is that how it happened?
Yeah.
That
was literally
sensational.
like 2 weeks before the actual pageant. So it was just,
so it was
okay,
quick.
Let's do this. Let's just, then a day later I went in for like a interview audition where there were 7 judges, and they asked me a few questions and learned a bit about me. And then I made it into top 25, and then from top 25, top 12, and then top 12 to top 6, and then top 6 to top 3, and then won.
Wow, Brookie.
Yeah, so it was just, I believe it's meant to be when it comes your way. Like I didn't go out of my way to become this. Like, it's obviously this was my path.
Thank God you didn't say the people of Zimbabwe are
torrid
and
I know.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah. And that was true. That is what I find so unique about Zimbabwe, is just the people.
I think Zimbabwe, I'll say this on the record, have got the best people
ever
in the world.
And people who come here from other countries say the same.
The fact that we had a guy on the podcast a couple of weeks ago, and he was telling us about a story with his Zim local experience where he went out of town and he was stranded, and Zim and an elderly lady just helped him and cooked him food, and I was like, that's the heart of Zimbabwe, and
the compassion.
And,
people.
There might not be a lot going on for Zimbabwean people, but you always walk past, they've got people have a smile on their face, they're willing to lend a helping hand, and shall we just give a show of Zimbabwean people?
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
In
every aspect. So hardworking, just amazing. Amazing people.
And Brookie, what's El Salvador?
Yes.
Okay, so going to compete for Miss Universe.
Miss Universe, yeah.
Can you imagine winning that?
It's crazy.
My gosh.
Like, making history. Literally 22 years, and there is pressure and there's stress, but one can only do their best.
Yeah.
And so that's just where I'm putting my head at, is prepping myself to higher levels of standards and just doing my best. And if I know I've done my best and worked hard for something, then that's all that. Nobody can, try break me down. And
Amen.
Yeah. But our goal is to bring that crown home.
To bring it home, baby.
Yeah.
Bring it home. And I can imagine you winning it. I can picture Bruk-Jackson as Miss Universe.
Yeah.
And when you are,
I'll remember you.
Don't forget about
I remember this.
Know your roots, girl. Know your roots. Don't forget your roots.
Never.
All right.
Never ever.
But that's Brookie, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Man.
So exciting.
Also, just whilst you're out there, your old boy Pari is a single fella.
Yeah, I'll find you
if you see a miss like Croatia or miss, or miss Botswana, just
I'll let you know. I'll give her your number.
Give a shout out.
Say he's got an amazing podcast.
Tell her I'll fly. We'll fly to interview them. Yeah, I wouldn't, but So just keep your boy in the back of the mind.
Always.
Do you need like a +1 to come with? Like, do you need support?
If you want to come, you're more than welcome to come.
How do you even get to El Salvador? What's your route? I don't even know. Do you go?
We don't even know. The funny thing is, nobody in Zimbabwe has ever inquired about getting to El Salvador. So travel agencies, nobody knows how to get there. So
do you not have a visa yet?
No, not yet. We're working on it.
Tell you what Zimbabweans are very good at is making a plan.
Yeah.
Even if you get there without a visa, you'll be able to talk your way into
it. I miss Zimbabwe. I have to be here. You can't not let me in.
Straight away you're in.
Yeah. Well, let's hope. If it does come to that, I'll try to pull that string.
So, Brookie, has stardom in Zimbabwe around the world come to you quickly? Like, has it? Like, have you felt a level of geez? Like, I'm I'm becoming a bit of a big deal here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, everywhere I go, people are literally shouting, Brooke, oh my gosh, Miss Universe, like literally even in the car at robots. People pull down their windows and say, you know, the funniest story was I was in town and this guy pulled down the window and I pulled down mine and he said, hey, Miss Universe Zimbabwe. So I said, hi, how are you? He was like, so when can we get rid of the police in our country? And I was like, that's not my job. What do you mean? He was like, it is your job now. You miss Zimbabwe. I was like, no, I'm not getting into that. Bye. But yeah, literally wherever I go, people are noticing me. So it's crazy. It's overwhelming. Definitely.
Are you like signing things?
No, not yet. Not yet. I got to work on my signature.
I want to
signature
find something for you to sign. I'll find something for you.
My signature is useless, so maybe you can help me on getting a better one.
Just put BJB. How do you?
BJ.
BJ. You know, Brookie. So okay, so stardom has come, eh?
Yeah.
How many gram followers? How many Instagram followers did you have? And like.
So I was on 3,000.
3,000.
And now I'm on 14,000.
In a week. In just over a week.
Yeah, just over a week.
14K.
14K.
Wow.
I know, it's crazy.
That's,
I need to apply for that blue tick.
You are Miss Zimbabwe. I'm sure you'd get it.
Hopefully I'll get it.
So like you said, it does come with a big responsibility for you, Brookie.
Yeah.
And I think you'll be able to manage that responsibility.
Yeah.
You're 21 now.
21, yeah.
Got a bright future. Give the girls some sunglasses because you've got a bright future ahead of you. You know.
Thanks.
What does and I know it's too early to even think about it now. It mightn't be. Maybe you thought about it, but what does life look like after Miss Universe for you? What are things you want to get into? What are you passionate about? What does Bruk-Jackson want to do post this?
Yeah. So I am very passionate, obviously, about beauty and just the beauty industry. So serving people in that way is a very big passion of mine, you know, making people feel more beautiful about themselves, making them feel relaxed with the massaging and just, you know, so that's a big passion of mine. Another one is also my heart is with the less fortunate of our country.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there who need a lot of help in lots of areas. And, you know, it doesn't always have to be giving something. It just has to be getting to know them, making them feel valued, asking them their names, and just asking them what they want in life. But basically, I am an advocate for women in the informal sector. So basically giving them access to micro funds to basically make a better living for themselves and for their families, create a better livelihood, improve their overall living lifestyle. So that is what I'm actually working on now, is a few projects before I leave, because I do have to have a bit of stuff behind me before I go there and show them what our country is about. And it's not like that I'm just doing this because I gained the crown. I've been doing a lot of voluntary work and charity work even before the pageant, but I just never thought about documenting it because it was never, I need this for publicity. It was just I'm doing it. So I'm doing it for the people. So now I have to get all those videos in this month that I have. So that's
so you've got a lot of content to create and just for people watching, you mightn't be from Zimbabwe, but from around the world, I think the informal sector in Zimbabwe is massive.
So it's 65% of women in Zimbabwe trade in the informal sector. So it's very female dominated. It's basically run by the woman. So that's why I would just like to be, of a helping hand, give them that leg up to, like I said, do better. Conquer their dreams.
I think that's something great to work towards, Brooke. It's exciting.
Yeah, so exciting.
It's you meet people with passions and dreams and goals and whatnot. But even to be at 21 and sort of have an idea of what you want to do or where you want to go, I think that's great in itself. To have a bit of direction. Pivoting from here, Miss Zimbabwe, you obviously met a whole lot of girls there.
Yes. So many.
Did you connect with a lot of them? Did you what was your experience with that?
Oh my gosh.
Good relationships, good friendships, new friendships.
It was so much fun. You know, I always thought that pageants were like girls would be catty and mean to each other and nasty, but the pageant that we had here in Zim was really like forming a sisterhood and bonds with each other, which was so nice because it sort of cut out the stereotype of pageants and boot camps before pageants.
Yeah.
But honestly, I loved every one of the girls, and we all made connections and made friendships, which is so nice. And I hope that that's how it's going to be at the big pageant.
Yes.
Because I don't know if that pageant is going to be a little bit more, you know, it's competition and competition only, it's okay. Like, that is what it's about. But I do believe that there's a fine line. Like, you still have to be kind and, you know, just nice to people. You don't have to be mean just to get to the top.
No. You should, and I don't think you should ever become that person.
No, never.
You know, they say in like in all sports, you know, you on anything you do, you like on the sports field, freaking enemies who go together, but
still be friends.
We go and we have a beer and we have a laugh and we're mates. You know, it's still, so what happens at the pageant in terms of walking down the aisle and whatnot, friggin' go fierce
down the aisle,
or walking down the catwalk. You know, just be fierce and be like, you know, like freaking gun it,
own it.
I mean, off it. Jeez, bro, be my mate, you know.
Exactly.
You know, just be a good bloke.
Yeah,
that's what.
Just be yourself.
Be a good person.
I think,
be yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and I think authenticity will always shine through.
Always.
You know, regardless of anything, being the most authentic version of yourself, people can always see it.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
And I think that's special.
Yeah.
Brookie?
It's exciting.
What are some of the things that really that you've learned throughout this pageantry, throughout this process? What are some lessons that you've learned, or some key takeaway points?
Mm-hmm. Definitely, the first one being just being yourself, because if you aren't yourself, other people can see it. Like, it's so noticeable, and just also being humble and kind. In the pageant, lots of girls, obviously everybody was wanting to win, but even after I was chosen, the girls were still so kind and just, you know, still so humble. And that's just shown me to also, in the bigger picture and in life, even if you don't win, you still got to stand up and be graceful.
Who's that lovely girl that came second? Sorry, I forgot her name.
Nokutenda. Yeah,
and
she was my roommate.
Really, eh?
Yeah, we were literally roommates. So we were each put in with two girls.
Where were you staying this whole time?
In Matombo.
Nice place that, eh? Nice restaurant.
And
there.
nice and like peaceful.
Nice
like
pool.
Away from so nice.
Did you have good graze? Was the graze good?
The restaurant was amazing.
Was it?
So nice.
Just because I haven't been there in a long time, I just wanted to know if the food's good. No,
it's good. It is really nice. We had breakfast there every morning.
They've got that nice thatch bar.
So nice.
Did you ever chill in there?
We had one lunch there, burgers, chicken burgers and chips. Which was
hell of an establishment.
delicious.
I like in Matombo. Eh? So were you based in Harare the whole time?
Yeah.
But were the girls from all over the country?
So some of the girls didn't actually even live here. They were living in like England and Australia and Canada. But they were all born in Zimbabwe and they have Zimbabwean passports.
Which makes them just as Zimbabwean as you.
Yeah, of course, definitely. Yeah. Even if you don't live here, you know, you still are Zimbabwean.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which girl, sorry, we spoke about this earlier, but who was like your best mate in there?
Definitely Noliwe.
Noliwe.
Yeah, my absolute favorite. Honestly, she is amazing. Such an inspiration.
She's cool, eh?
She is just amazing. I think she's actually trying to move back home end of this year. So that's exciting.
We welcome her with open arms.
Yes, of course.
Knowles,
we want her,
You're welcome, baby. Come home.
She's the best. And was so kind to me, honestly.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, it's the best.
So when you won, obviously very big moment. Shock.
Yeah, I can't even remember it, to be honest. Like, it was so... What's just happened? I don't know who came to me. I didn't even see my family after. It was chaos. It was chaos.
What was your family's reaction after you won? Like, what was it like?
They were like, what the actual? Like, Brooke, how did you manage to do this? You know, like, they obviously believed in me, but like I said, it's my first pageant. And so we weren't expecting the huge title because it's still so new to me.
Were they all there?
Yeah.
Is
they
it?
were all there, yeah, which was so nice. Except for my middle sister, she was at a wedding.
Okay.
But she was watching from afar.
Was she?
Yeah.
They're in support.
Yeah, they were so proud and are still so proud.
And your lovely boyfriend, can we mention you got a boyfriend?
Yes, yeah.
So
Yeah.
good old Hammer.
Yeah. He's like, when is this going to end? He's like,
Is he
surely-
loving this?
Yeah, he's like, this is too much. When is it ending? I'm like, it's never ending.
Tell us why they call him Hammer.
I don't actually know. I think Kama the Hammer. I think it just rhymes.
The Hammer, don't
Hammer.
say. I'm
So
joking,
funny.
I'm joking.
I think it was actually when in the olden days when he used to get so drunk, it was Hammer.
He was hammered.
Hammered, yes, yeah, something.
Anyways,
like that.
Cam, we love Cam, and he's
fun.
he's been good to you, eh?
So good, yeah.
Very
he's
supportive.
Very, very, very.
Is he gonna come with you to El Salvador and make sure no one's getting sniped? Is he holding your hand?
So funny. No, so if my friends or family come, I actually don't see them until after the pageant.
Oh, really?
So like when we arrive, that's bye, see you in basically.
And then you're just
2
like in your
weeks.
bubble.
Yeah, you don't make contact with.
So you only just interact with each other.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure if we allowed our phones. I think we'll get told when we're there.
You'll
So that's
definitely
it.
make pals then. You'll become best friends with people. And like inevitably. It's inevitable that you will be.
Yeah, with the fine line, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
always
know,
a line
we'll
of
see.
competition,
Yeah.
but it's I think you'll definitely
Yeah,
be.
we'll create.
Do you
friendship.
get like paid for this? Do you get paid for like being Miss Zimbabwe for a year?
So I think it comes with being brand ambassadors for brands around the country. So if I model their stuff or
Then they
promote
pay
their
you.
stuff, then they pay me a percentage. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then I actually, with the prize giving, we're supposed to be having it soon. So with that, with winning the crown,
Yeah.
I get a few gifts and presents.
And money.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Can you just when you're saying your speech, right? There in El Salvador, can you just say they ask you, what do you love most about Zimbabwe? Okay. And you go and you say, I love the people. I love the community, but there's also a really great podcast called Podcast with Pari. And if you don't know about it, you should subscribe
And
share, follow.
Yeah,
do
exactly.
all those good things now. Just whilst we're on,
Yeah.
how's that segue to let people know?
Yeah.
So, okay.
I'll do that for you, Pat.
Okay, so
Got
so
your
just you
back.
must just get the word out there.
I will.
And in terms of like health and wealth and like how you look, so pageantry.
Yeah.
This is a big like stumbling point for me always, because what and who defines beauty, right? As pageantry, it's got a bit to do about beauty and it's also about just your grace and elegance and how you walk and
And
talk,
brains.
right? Brains and
Yeah.
Great. I'm not taking that anything away, but like what is like could a bigger girl be in Miss Universe?
Yeah, I think that pageantry is changing as the years go on, and people are being more accepted, which it should have been always. But with the pageant like industry and even the modeling industry, you had to look a certain way, be a certain way. But I think as time goes on, it definitely is evolving. There's anybody can enter. You don't have to look a specific way or be a specific way or be a specific gender as well. You can be whatever you want and whoever you want to be to enter, which is cool because nobody is defined by themselves, by them anymore.
I agree with it. You know what?
Yeah.
Because this is my podcast, I feel like I can say what I want. I agree with everything else you said except the gender bit. Like this is I might take a bit of slack for this, but I'm just I don't know, Brookie. I am. If you're entering a Miss Universe contest. I just believe you got to be a miss. This is just my and
that's fine. People have their own opinions.
Apparently, last year someone was like miss from somewhere, and it was a man that was turned into. See, like that for me, I struggle because it's. Anyways, that's a whole nother topic for. I'm not going to bring you into that because I don't want you to say anything bad or wrong. But you know my standpoint on that. But everything else, I completely agree. Friggin' black, white, short, small. Tall, hey, be yourself.
Any shape, size.
Yeah. It's just the gender bit. I think gender is quite specific.
No comment.
Yeah. Don't comment. Don't comment if you did.
But it is something that is going to be asked at the pageant. They
So how would you
definitely
answer it? How would you answer it?
I would say everybody has their own choice on who they want to be. They're free to who they want to be. But also every country has different laws and regulations. And so I just believe that you should respect each country and respect each person. It doesn't matter, who they are or who they want to be. Just have to respect people, because at the end of the day, we are human. So just respect, I think, of each country and each person.
I again, another great answer. You're already making me sort of change my mind.
But it's not legal in our country, so it's not. We don't know a lot about it here.
Do you see yourself in Zim for like the foreseeable future? Do you want to be in Zim?
Definitely.
Do you love this place?
I'm here, yeah. I wouldn't want to have my family or raise my family anywhere else.
How many lighties do you want one day? Two.
Boy, girl.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think 2 is a good number.
Yeah.
I want 6.
No. Surely.
Six purebred Pari boys.
Oh boy. Now that you say that, you're only going to get girls.
I'm getting boys.
You're only going to get girls.
I pray to the Lord about it. I want 6 purebred Pari boys coming at you
I'm
hot.
going to pray that you only get girls.
The Lord will answer my own prayers over yours.
You'll be a good girl dad. Forget about the boys, girls.
Would I be a good girl dad, Brookie?
Yeah.
But why?
Because you'll be soft and gentle.
Oh, Brookie. That's kind of you. Thank you. Now I might consider having a girl. Maybe Lord one girl.
Just one, the last one.
Yeah.
So you can spoil her.
And so where did you go to school here, Brooke?
So I was at Chizapiti.
Chizzy.
Junior.
From grade 1.
Yeah.
All the way through.
All the way through. Junior, senior, and then studied in Cape Town.
What did you study?
I'm an esthetician, so I studied to be an esthetician. So
what's esthetician?
So beauty therapist. A beautician. I know, lots of people don't know that word. I'm like, let me just say beautician because it's easier.
Okay, so you Chizzy all the way through?
Yeah.
Grade school Chizzy.
Amazing.
And how did you find your time and journey at school at Chizzy as Bruk-Jackson, you specifically? What was your school journey like?
Some people are born academically smart and some just aren't, and some are born with different skills, hand skills.
Yes.
You don't have to be academic to get through life, and I think it shows today, for me especially, that school is not everything. It's definitely going to make you and build you to who you are, but it's like your background. School is never going to define you later on in life. So it's just nice to know that I didn't have to get A stars or pass all my exams, but then again, definitely hard work pays off. So even though I wasn't academically smart or I did struggle in school, I still worked so hard to pass and get my qualifications. Yeah. So I did still manage to pass, and
it is testament to you, Brookie. I think and you're spot on. I personally wasn't book smart at all. I was fourth set maths.
Sporty, were you sporty?
Very sporty, but school.
Yeah.
I also just didn't apply myself. I just didn't really care for school at the time. In hindsight, I wish I had paid a bit more attention in maths and accounts and whatnot. But
me too.
But it doesn't shape you, and also there's always still so much time in our lives to learn. If I wanted to take up a maths course, or you can do it. If I wanted, and I don't think anything's limiting to anybody. You know, so I think you can always have a crack whenever you want. But at the time, for me, it just wasn't a priority. Yeah. Sorry, I spoke about me a bit, and this is about. I was just trying to give some context.
Also a bit about you. I want to learn about you too.
Yeah, well, thanks, Brookie. Okay, so, and were you sporty at school?
I wasn't
long distance runner. Surely
not even running. No. I wouldn't say I was sporty, but everything that I did, I was okay at it. It's actually quite funny. One weekend I would be doing water polo, and then the next weekend I would be like, okay, I don't feel like doing polo, I feel like doing hockey. Yes. And then I would change to hockey, and then I would change to tennis, and then I would change to athletics, and then I would change to long jump. So I never really stuck to one sport the whole time. Yeah. But my favorite was hockey. Really? That was something that I did stick
that you enjoyed.
Yeah. But I just enjoyed also mainly my friends at school. That's what got me up every morning.
Oh, mate, I was exactly the same. It's imagine going, when you tell school kids now, you get to go you're forced to go somewhere every single day, to spend 6 hours with your best mates all day, every day, and it's like, well, how cool is that?
Yeah.
You know, when in life are you ever just going to be surrounded by 12 of your best friends
Ever
every day,
again.
all day, and just like,
Yeah.
you know, just chatting nonsense
Yeah.
and you know, talking smut, and you know, like when
It's only in school.
no, so
Yeah,
it's
so those
they are some of the best years of your life, I
Definitely.
feel, you know.
Yeah.
But then as we get older, we realize that school isn't just the be all and end all. We got to carry, and the show goes on,
Yeah,
you know, life goes on, and we got to find new things that we enjoy and new things
Find
that
who
we're
you
passionate
are.
about. You know,
Yeah.
find who you are.
Definitely.
And sometimes people don't find it even up until they're 50, you know. And I don't think there's ever a right or wrong time to find who you are. I think the goal in life is to always have a bit of like self-recognition, to like know that this is what I want to be. But some people might never get to that stage, and that's also okay. And it's okay to try new things and have different experiences,
Like,
and you know.
If you know you work hard and you've tried your best, and if you don't get there, then you just know that you try another way to get there.
Yeah.
So if you know that you've tried your best, then that's all that you can.
What's your favorite holiday destination in Zimbabwe?
How can I even choose?
Yeah.
I don't even think I can choose. Yeah.
What are you split between?
Vic Falls and Kariba.
Oh,
Yeah.
good shout.
I think just because Kariba was just our family destination always, so that's what we know.
Yeah.
And then Vic Falls is just like another world, honestly.
It's crazy,
It's amazing, yeah. I haven't actually even been to Mana yet.
You've not been to
No,
Mana?
and that's next on my list. Because I think that
Okay,
will...
I've actually never been to Mana either.
I've
been to other parts of the river, but not to Mana.
Yeah,
Pools,
I've been, not to Mana Pools.
Yeah. So maybe
So
we
it's
go together.
We'll do a trip.
Okay. So we're gonna start to wrap this up, Brookie.
Cool.
Couple last questions I want to ask from you.
Mm-hmm.
If you could see yourself 10 years ago, and you didn't know what Brookie is going to look like today,
Yeah.
what advice would you give 10 years ago, Brookie? Or what would this Brookie tell 10 years ago, Brookie?
It would be work hard to your dreams. Nothing defines you. And you're already halfway there once you believe in yourself. So when you believe in yourself, you're basically there. So those are the things that I would definitely tell myself.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. I love that.
Yeah.
And we also saw recently, sorry, this is again a follow-up wrapping up question, that you love Sadza on your Instagram.
So much. My favorite, honestly.
Like real talk, do you dig it?
No, like genuinely.
Do you eat with a knife and fork?
No, maoko.
Sure.
Yeah. No, it doesn't taste the same with knife and fork.
Does it?
It doesn't. No.
Doesn't
Literally,
hit the same.
tried. I truly have tried to eat with a knife and fork. I'm like, I can't.
And what's like your best thing to have it with? Like
nyama.
Yeah.
And muriwo.
Okay.
That's like I've tried the other stuff, and it's like this is not for me.
I would. So I think I make the best oxtail in Zimbabwe.
But no, not oxtail. I want like ration, like beef ration.
Is it?
Like I don't want the fancy
No, oxtail's not
oxtail.
fancy.
Oxtail's fancy. Or like the fancy
Guys,
stew,
is it
the
really?
cubes that are cutted perfectly.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want like the bone.
Is it?
Huh?
Mabonzo.
Mabonzo.
Okay. Well, go on. But just so you know, also I do make the best oxtail in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So
So when we go to Mana, you'll have to cook it.
it takes like 8 hours.
I know it does.
So,
You'll take your poiki.
Take the poiki. I'll take the poiki pot. Okay, so sides are great. Big fan.
Favorite food.
Finally, Brookie, our glorious Miss Universe, Zimbabwe, Miss Zimbabwe. Like I said, it's been a pleasure having you on
Yeah,
the show,
thank
and
you
thank
for
you for
having
taking
me.
the time, and being. I think you're going to be the best ambassador that we can give, and
Thanks,
I'm on your side. I think Zimbabwe is on your side. But what are some parting words you would like to give, or anything you would like to leave with the listeners, and just you, the floor is yours. This is your camera. Okay, this one here, and you can it's yours.
Okay, cool. So my departing words would be that I am going to do my absolute best to represent and market brand Zimbabwe in the best of my abilities. and also just do my best to bring that crown home for our country.
Amen.
Yeah, thank you.
Amen, Brookie. Thank you for coming on. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Podcast with Pari, Bruk-Jackson, Miss Zimbabwe. Here we go. We're spurring you on. We're rooting for you. Get up.
Thanks.